In a world of information explosion and rapid increase in the flow of data from the media, ranging from television, newspapers, radio, social media, and the internet, including information passed through hearsay, there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about how you can get HIV. People of different age groups from all walks of life need to debunk those myths and misconceptions and know the facts of HIV and AIDS. Vizo is apprehensive about his neighbor who's infected with HIV. He does not want to cross his neighbor's house due to fear. Dr. Roma, an expert in HIV and AIDS, distinctly told Vizo that HIV can only be transmitted through specific bodily fluids. So you can't get HIV from touching someone, hugging them, or shaking their hand. Temjen and Daikon just joined college and learned through online class. They are having an argument about whether HIV can be passed on from kissing. Well, Dr. Roma explains that there is such a small amount of HIV in the saliva of a person living with HIV that the infection can't be passed on from kissing. Sean is living with HIV and he is healthy and strong because he takes good care of himself and works freely among his village folks. Villagers have come to know about his status and started to avoid him out of fear of getting infected. Dr. Roma categorically informed in a seminar that HIV can't be transmitted through sweat, tears, urine, or feces. Coughing, sneezing, and spitting recklessly are unhygienic. Nonetheless, Dr. Roma maintains that there's only a trace of HIV in these bodily fluids, so they can't transmit HIV. Annie is HIV positive and works as a chef in a restaurant. Her status does not bother her customers who come to dine. This is because they have learned from Dr. Roma that HIV can't be passed on through sharing food, drinks, or cooking utensils. There is a common misconception that HIV can be transmitted from toilet seats, tables, door handles, cutlery, sharing towels. Dr. Roma demystifies it, saying it can only be transmitted through specific bodily fluids. Shikato supplies drinking water to the town dwellers. Suddenly, people stopped asking for water when they learned about its HIV status. Dr. Roma explained HIV can't survive in water, so you can't get HIV from swimming pools, baths, shower areas, washing clothes, or from drinking water. Soon, life was back to normal. Angie is terrified of mosquito bites because her neighbor is a person living with HIV. Dr. Roma specifically told her that when mosquito bites you, it sucks your blood only. It does not inject the blood of the last person it bit. Hedy is HIV positive, and the goats in his farm are safe because HIV infection can only be passed between humans and not animals. Nathan thinks any syringe and needle can infect you with HIV. Dr. Roma clarified, saying new needles can't infect someone because they haven't been in contact with infected blood. If used needles are cleaned and sterilized, they can't transmit HIV either. Alvin and Orenti almost stopped learning music due to fear of HIV being passed through musical instruments. Timely information came from Dr. Roma. Now they understand HIV can't survive on musical instruments. Paul lives with HIV and does not want to treat himself with herbal remedy. He learned from Dr. Roma that the only way he can stay healthy when living with HIV is to take antiretroviral treatment. Finally, Dr. Roma asserts HIV can only be passed from one person to another through the following ways: unprotected sex, transfusion of HIV-infected blood, mother to child, and sharing of needles with HIV-infected blood.